Yo, what up folks, it's me, BaRKy, and I've got another mod showcase for RimWorld 1.2, and it's a very particular farming mod.
For a new RimWorld challenge, I'm creating an organization that helps our guests relax. And by that, of course, I mean harvesting their kidneys, lungs, and hearts.
Wait, I don't mean that kind of farm. I mean, not every time we say farm in RimWorld do we jump to organ farm, right? That can't be right, right? I don't know if I'm just going crazy. But no, this is just a regular farm. It is the vanilla furniture expanded farming. I mean, jeepers, that's quite a mouthful. But anyways, you guys know vanilla expanded, made by Oscar Patoki and co. And basically what it does is it adds on a whole lot of new things to the farming side of the game. No new plants, so I just want to put that out there immediately. You can see I've got a whole bunch of donkeys here. I will get to why I have them in a moment. But no new plants, but a whole lot of new ways to grow them, which is really, really cool. So I do have a whole lot of donkeys. Let's just go ahead and do this real quick and just get rid of them. So there we are, now that they're out the way and in the little box, I can actually speak to you about what the mod does. So vanilla furniture expanded, god, this is such a mouthful. Farming is basically a mod that adds in a whole lot of new ways to grow your plants. So as you can see, I've got a few rooms set up here. They look a bit like hydroponics basins, but they're not. So I'll show you why. Well, they are in a way, but it's a bit different. The first thing that it adds in is this Tileable planter box. So if you go into your production, you can see it over here. You can make it out of whatever you want it to be. And that allows you to have something that's tileable and also allow you to grow things indoors with the use of a sun lamp. So if you know, before you used to have to build hydroponics basins, which is this thing over here, and they are a set size, so you cannot make them. So if I wanted to build one like that and make it a bit modular, excuse me, I'd have to do this. It doesn't really work out. It's not really easy to use, and I think that's actually intended, and I will speak a bit on balance at the end of this video as usual, but I think vanilla expanded usually nails it. But you can see it's not really expandable, but this one you can tile in. So if I wanted to, I could do this and fill this all in, which is quite nice, and people will come and grow it, or at least build stuff that can grow in it. You can make it out of anything. Just, by the way, appreciate the textures on the mods where they merge like this. It's pretty cool. Usually tileables look terrible, and this one does not, which is cool. So next up, let me just show you the research. We have the different research over here which shows you how to do it. Just the farming techniques, sprinkler, and the artificial ecosystems. So as I go up, this is the hydroponics, the tileable one. So this is a regular hydroponics table over here, which is 4. And then we have the tileable hydroponics, which you can set up like that. So I can do the exact same thing and set it all up. Now just keep in mind this does use a bit more electricity than 4 hydroponics tiles, I believe. Just double check that. So it's 18 watts each, and this one takes 70. So it takes 72 for 4 of them. But the efficiency gains is worth it. So as you can see over here, this is a regular sun lamp with the most efficient way that I think you can get it. You probably could squeeze out one more, I believe, because I've got 4 tiles missing here, although I have no idea how to do it. I messed around with this for like a good 5 minutes. I think I'm just terrible with puzzles. This is the regular sun lamp, so obviously this is the area it makes the area growable around it, and you can fit in about 24 of these. Now this is the other one with the tileables, so you can see that I can squeeze in that extra 4. So you can see that I can squeeze in an extra 4 over here and fully complete the sun lamps area, which is very cool. So if you look at the tiles over here, it completely connects all of them together, which is cool. You can grow them. You can grow an extra 4 compared to usual. What does that mean? Well, it means that you're spending like an extra 8 watts in terms of electricity, and in total an extra, I don't know, 72, somewhere around there. Totally worth it though, because you can just tie them down as much as you want. You can, of course, with proper farm setups, create sun lamps in the perfect positions where you don't lose any efficiency. So it's not better in every single circumstance, but we're talking about such small misses of electricity here that it doesn't really matter that much. So next up, we have the artificial ecosystems, which is a really cool idea. So there's a tileable one and a non-tileable one. So I've gone ahead and made both over here. But the tileable one, as you can see, they are growing without any sun lamp on them. These are just regular lights. So if you look at the bottom there, it says light percent at 100% on top of them, and if I go over, lit at 50%. So they light themselves, which is very cool. You don't need a sun lamp for them. Of course, they do use a lot more electricity, so these use 50 each comparatively to the hydroponics basin below, which is 18 watts. And then we also have an artificial ecosystem, which you can just place down. They're not tileable, but they take the exact same electricity, and they take up the same area. It's pretty cool. They look amazing. So just appreciate the textures in the mods. I always think that Vanilla Expanded are some of the best textures in the game, and this one is still just fantastic. So there are some other things that the mod adds in, such as Scarecrows. This is the reason why I had all the donkeys. So let's go ahead and bring them to area 2 quickly. And bring them in, and I'll show you what the Scarecrow does. I mean, you can probably guess. So here the army of donkeys come. And I've set the area to be right on top of this poor Scarecrow. Look at how dirty they left that place. And then I can turn this on to scare colony animals and watch what happens. And they all get scared away continuously. Awesome. But yeah, it scares away animals. So of course that's a colony on setting that you can use. But it scares away just regular animals regardless. So if I spawn in a few rats, let's say. So they're just chilling. And then suddenly they're forced away. I've got another Scarecrow here, so it'll force them away in a different direction too, which is pretty cool. Then there we go. Being forced out. Doesn't happen every time. The reason why I have so many donkeys is so you can actually see the interval. It doesn't constantly refresh itself, which is good. And I'll tell you why. It's good for performance. You don't want these things constantly going off. But yeah, you can see it's like a little beautiful dance. Donkeys get knocked outside, then have to come back inside. And now they have to go to their final resting spot. Goodbye, donkeys. And here comes the army. Just because I'm a bit worried about my performance, you know. Performance reviews and all that. So the mod does add in a few other things, which is pretty cool besides that. So it does add in a wooden animal feeder. I mean, it's wooden just because it's made out of wood, but you can make whatever you want. So if you plop one of these down over here, you can click on designate feeding area and make a little feeding area around it. So if you go to area 1 now, you'll see that I just made this into a feeding area, which is a really cool, really neat idea. I really like it. It's just a shelf with this added onto it, basically. Nothing deteriorates when you have it in the shelf, which is quite nice. And then there is a sprinkler, which is a water sprinkler providing an area around it with water, enhances the growth of surrounding plants. So that's pretty cool. So if you plop one here and in here and power them, they will slowly but surely increase the growth rate of the things around them, which is really, really awesome. So the growth rate for all of these I can go over. For hydroponics it doesn't change, so it's just 280%, which is the same. I'm using rice as the base here. For regular growth it's at 95, so it's actually slower than outside. This is if you're using the Tileable planter box, and the reason why is just because you can grow inside a mountain for free, basically. All you need is a sun lamp, which is really, really good. 280% for the hydroponics, and then 350% for the artificial ecosystem. Now just keep in mind that of course they have to rest at night, so it doesn't matter how quick you have them, because 50% of the time they're going to be in resting period. Or maybe it's not 50%, but it's some time like that. Goodbye, donkeys. They served me well. They will be eaten with pride. But besides that, that's the mod. I think it's really, really awesome. There's probably a few things that I missed as usual with these vanilla expanded mods. They really go into a lot of detail. But I think it's amazing. I've been using this mod for ages, and oh, these donkeys are so smart going outside. There we go, problem solved. You guys survived, good job. The rest of you do not. Oh god. Alright, well, we got meat for a little while at least. But yeah, so in terms of balance, I've been using it for ages. I think they're awesome. I can't really complain. I don't think this is overly broken because of just the sheer amount of electricity it uses. I mean, just for 4 of these is 200 watts, which is pretty big. So if you take a sun lamp and compare it to that, the sun lamp still needs to take up space. and all that jazz. So it's really, really nice. I think the 350% probably could be put down a little bit, but I'm not overly stressed about it. And as I said, I've been using it for ages. Never really had an issue with it. Just allows mountain bases to be a bit better, and if you combine it with the vanilla expanded insects mod or insectoid mod, I think that balances it out, because that mod is just so incredibly difficult. But anyways, that's it for today's video. As I said, go to the mod page. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Go give the mod maker some love. As usual, I think it's just an incredibly good mod. With most of the vanilla expanded mods, I think they're all great, so can't really complain there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have an absolutely fantastic day. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. And now the donkeys will become a part of our colony. Goodbye, donkeys. Goodbye. Hey, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. It's really, really awesome of you. I've got a Discord server that's free for all to join if you'd like to come and have a chat with me or anyone else. And I've also opened up a Patreon page to help fund my videos, so if any of those interest you, please go ahead and take a look at the description. Have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.